Nicole, and I work for Savannah College of Art and Design. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, cool. So yeah, like I said, I work for Savannah College of Art and Design. I'll be referring to it as SCAD throughout this presentation, just to keep it simple and short. But we are mostly going to be talking about our notable alumni. And then if we have time, we'll talk a little bit about the university, okay? Cool. So to start, I feel like I'm kind of in the way. To start, we do have 99% alumni employment. This has been over the last 5 years. So basically what this looks like is when our students graduate, they end up working in the field that they have studied. So if you choose animation, you're working in a job in animation. Some of our students also are completing their postgraduate studies, so they're getting their master's, or they're doing both working and getting their master's at the same time. So this is a really great statistic for our school. On the board, we have a couple of companies which I hope we recognize. Are we familiar with these companies? Yeah? So I like to show this slide for a couple of reasons. The first one is because these are all companies that SCAD students have gone on to either internship for or work for. And the second reason is that I feel like this shows really well the variety of employment that you can get with a SCAD degree. So we have Netflix and Pixar. They do a lot of our animation, film and television, motion media design students. Gucci. We have some programs in our business school that talk about luxury and brand management, as well as the business of beauty and fragrance. And then Apple, IBM, and Instagram, they cover a lot of our new STEM programs that we have, which we will also talk about. So to talk a little bit about alumni, these are all students who have graduated and ended up working for Deloitte. So we have recently just signed on a 5-year partnership with Deloitte for our SCAD students to do internships through our in-house internship consultancy. It's called SCAD Pro. So we now have that partnership lined up, so there will be a lot more SCAD Pro opportunities for students to partake in, which typically yields better jobs in the future, right? This is also one of our notable alumni. This is Christopher John Rogers. If you're interested in fashion, he has been very successful. He has dressed really big celebrities like Beyonce, Rihanna. He dressed, what's her name? Zendaya, yes, thank you. Yeah, so he has dressed Zendaya recently, so he's been getting around really well. And if we are familiar with Target, in the United States, he recently unveiled a clothing line in Target. So that's great. These are also students who created their own company. It's called MIPTech, and they help to kind of keep up to date our SCAD XR technology. So XR Stages has been used in film and television. So if you've watched movies like the Star Wars movies or Marvel movies, The Mandalorian, all of those TV shows were filmed using XR technology. And we are the only US university to have 2 XR stages, one in our Atlanta campus and one in our Savannah campus, that is available for our students to use. So this group of students, they are in charge of maintaining our XR technology. We also have Miss Angela. She also participated in a SCAD Pro assignment with Lenovo, and in her presentation for Lenovo, she ended up being hired by Lenovo. So through that project, she got a job. She is now working at Lenovo, maintaining some of their processing systems. We also have recently released a sneaker design minor. So this is available for any student to take if they would like. And what we've seen is that we have students who have graduated. This student in particular has ended up working for Yeezy. So he's a marketing director at Yeezy, which is pretty cool. So he's using that sneaker design minor to design footwear. So now we have 2 short alumni videos. So let's see.
设计思维让我看到这个世界充满着可以改善生活方方面面的机会，而食物是一个容易切入的话题，因为我们每天每个人都在饮食。如果我可以让进食的仪式变得更加有趣呢？我构思了秃头先生这个想法。这款曲奇可以让人们在上面定制自己的发型，而这个发型是由巧克力、榛子酱、芝士或者花生酱做成的。我想要给这个领域带来一点不一样的灵感。我相信设计让我们的生活充满快乐。我的名字是玉木天，我的设计是为了让世界更美好。
And we have one more.
A lot of the pieces that I do have a strange scale. Coming from an interior design background, I like my pieces to feel like they're beings. 2 years ago, I did ICFF, and that's when I launched these really quirky lamps that I wanted them to embody a very intimate, soft touch. And this is really a piece that took off for me, both through press and financially. It's really what helped my business grow. I'm getting more into the world of collaborating with bigger brands and designing something specifically for that brand that still has a little bit of my voice in it, and I think that's really fun. At SCAD, having a creative community around you who are excited about what they do is so nice because it's a constant source of inspiration. It's really cool.
Okay, so those were kind of talking mainly about our alumni. Now we're just going to talk really briefly about the school. So we do have over 40 programs for students to be able to choose from. This means that there's a lot of options in terms of jobs for students to be able to get, right? So we have programs that are more fine arts categories, things like painting, sculpture, photography, and we also have a lot more newer technology that's coming into our program, things like UX and UI design, even things like graphic design. So these are kind of newer programs that allow our students to be able to transcend a lot of different job opportunities. We do have 4 different campuses. The first 2 on that side are located in Georgia, so we are in the United States, we are in the South. Atlanta has about 3,000 students, while Savannah has about 14,000 students. So we are a big campus, about 16,000 students total. Savannah is our more popular campus, it's our founding campus. So we have 80 academic buildings over there. It's very popular. We also have a study abroad location in France. So if you would like, you can study abroad. It's in the south of France. It's very cool. And then if you would like, you have online e-learning. So that means you can study from wherever you would like, but just be prepared. Some classes are not offered online, right? So we made sure that the classes that we offer online translate well into online format, right? So some classes you just need to be in person to get that experience, and so those ones are not offered online. So like I said, we have 16,000 students, give or take. We represent all 50 US states and also 100 plus countries. Our international student population is about 26%, so it's pretty substantial. Taiwan makes up our 3rd most popular student population. So we have quite a few Taiwanese students on our campus. So the types of programs that you can get, if you are just graduating high school, you are going to be looking at our bachelor programs. You can either get a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Fine Arts. Those will be 4 years. And then if you would like, you can continue your study and get your master's, your postgraduate program, and we have either a Master of Arts or a Master of Fine Arts, and those will be in the 2-year range, depending on the program and which one you choose. So I did mention STEM. We do have STEM programs. So STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. They're very popular in the United States because because usually STEM programs get better jobs, which means they get paid more, right? Which all good things. So these are all of our different STEM programs. They're certified by the US government. And what that means is that, as we mentioned before, you will get that OPT, that optional practical training. For STEM majors, that is 36 months or 3 years. Non-STEM programs, you get that 12 months or 1 year of OPT. So how it looks is that if you choose a program like photography, that is not a STEM major, you will get 12 months OPT. If you choose a program like animation, you will get the 12 months plus the 24 to give you 36. And those are all the years that you can work in the United States and get that practical training. So why study at SCAD? I hope that by this presentation you feel pretty confident on why you should study at SCAD. But we have a lot of great reasons why. I mean, first of all, we're one of the largest art design schools in the United States. So that really helps us with industry connections. We have a really substantial alumni network. Also, having a lot of different campuses means that you can really explore different communities and different environments. And with our 99% alumni employment, we hope that that makes mom and dad feel comfortable, but that it also makes our students feel comfortable in choosing us as a good option for them, because they'll know that they'll graduate and they'll have a great job in a career that they've studied. So, yeah, that's me.